looky. We have another Treehouse Double IPA. This basically should just be Treehouse Brewing Company's beer reviews.
And it pours so transparent.
Yeah, so transparent. It's like clear. No, anyways, this is actually a variant of a beer that I had a pretty bad can of, which is a video I posted.
The rubber?
I've thus since had cans of Bright that I really liked. Still, admittedly, not my favorite Treehouse beer. But this is Bright with Simcoe and Amarillo. I don't know if they kept Mosaic in the hop bill. Traditionally, Bright is just Mosaic. So I'm not sure if they just said no Mosaic and just did a Simcoe Amarillo.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to tell.
I think so. Mosaic's pretty prominent, pretty easy to pick out, especially as many times as we've had Mosaic.
Exactly. And Bright just isn't... Oh, sorry, I kind of took a lot.
No,
Bright isn't entirely my favorite Treehouse beer because it kind of gets away from the mouthfeel. I think they used an American ale yeast in this one. They don't use the Treehouse yeast strain. But this pour of Bright seems a lot more turbid and hazy.
It's electric. It's almost electric orange, right?
Right, versus kind of clear.
Glowing,
Actually looks really, really nice in the glass. It is 7.8% alcohol by volume. It is a double IPA. It does have alcohol legs in the glass. I can't really smell anything now, but let's try. Let's see if we can get a little closer. There's that strong cat piss, and I don't get that from Simcoe a lot. Like, but there is definitely that. A little bit of that dank, earthy, resinous character that Amarillo sometimes comes off of, with that like light peach that it can kind of put forward.
Yeah, there's
I definitely get those, but do you kind of get like that burning hop aroma?
Yeah, almost.
That's kind of what I got from Bright the one time I hated it so much, but I just don't understand
how to describe that.
Yeah, it's not burning.
Yeah.
It's just really, really dank, like really, really like fucking marijuana buds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I think they chose two appropriate hops for it. I think Mosaic can definitely come off that way. I think All Galaxy can come off that way if they don't use it the way Treehouse uses Galaxy.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes Treehouse uses, or all times Treehouse uses Galaxy. It's just a damn juice bomb like green. This is not that.
No.
This is more of that resin West Coasty.
Yeah, I was just going to say this reminds me of something out of the Northwest.
Yep.
Or the West.
That is not to say it's bad.
No,
it's
not at all.
just not what I always want from their beers, I guess.
Right.
All right, let's taste it.
Cheers.
It should be good. Big shout out to Mr. Nathan Ryerson again for sending this can over in a trade. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Nate.
Beer Bros, Beer Bays. It is very nice to be able to get something like this. So, cheers.
Cheers.
That's cool, actually.
Simcoe.
It's like, so much Simcoe. Grapefruit, sweet peach, candied fruits.
Yep.
Little dry. Dank, resinous. It's pretty straightforward. That's a West Coast banger right there.
I like how there's the Simcoe's there. It's not that like medicinal Simcoe.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you get like a all Simcoe beer, and you can get that
come off
just
like baby aspirin.
Oh, totally, yeah. This has
It really captures the grapefruit essence of Simcoe.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Surly Wet a couple years ago when it was like all Simcoe and they had that really, really big grapefruit juice character. This has that. This has a nice like candied peacho. That's maybe always go with Amarillo.
Maybe the Amarillo's piggybacking that grapefruit.
It's nice.
I don't know.
It's dry. It does have a pretty balanced mouthfeel. The bitterness is subtly kind of making its way across the palate, but it's not bracing by any means. Held in check.
It's
sweet, crackery, bready malt.
Yeah, it's dry like grapefruit juice would be.
Yeah.
It has that grapefruit juice feel in your mouth.
Actually, really good.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
I dig it. I dig it more than the original Bright. I had a can this past weekend with my father for Father's Day. We didn't have service, so we didn't do any recording. It would have been cool to get him on a video, but he would have been like, he doesn't really like IPAs that much. So. Good thing we didn't record.
He would have drain poured his pour.
Yeah, this has got some of that.
On camera.
Yeah. I'd pour them off. Maybe I should get a GoPro and do Eric's GoPro reviews and just drain pour a bunch of Minnesota Midwest malt bombs. And the one thing I'll bring up on that and that anecdote is that this is 7.8% and it's not a malt bomb.
Right.
If Minnesota brewed something like this, it would be a sweet, caramely, bitter mess.
It would, and it would be dark red.
This just shows their abilities and attributes of brewing a balanced, quality product.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, ratings-wise, what do you think?
I'm thinking 96.
Yeah, I was just hovering in the 95 range. I actually like this more than Bright, at least Mosaic Bright.
Right.
I'm torn between 95 and to a 97 even. This is really terrific.
I think I'm liking the Simcoe. This is one of the most...
Taste far outweighs the nose, though. And that's why
totally.
I think I'm going to probably stick at 95. The nose just could be a little bit more aromatic, but the taste is phenomenal.
This is one of the best Simcoe beers I've had. I'm usually not a Simcoe guy for the most part.
You're not?
No, I think Simcoe's a supporting hop.
Agreed. It's not to be featured, at least in my opinion. Yeah, I'm going to go 95. Go 96.
Yes,
just
sir.
Call it 95 and a half, I guess. It's teetering world class.
Yeah.
So, thanks again, Nate, for sending this out. This stuff is thebomb.com, and you guys should definitely seek it out. So,
Cheers. Thanks, Nate.